Welcome. I am Day. DAA are my initials. I am a woman in recovery from loss, grief, trauma, and addiction. I have found that in my years of active recovery, that when I wake up, it is useful for me to affirm and devote myself to the me of my recovery, the one who ties all the pieces of me together, gently and lovingly to face each day, one day at a time. With these daily affirmations, reflections, and devotions, walk with me on the journey of renewal and self-reflection. And remember that you are not alone. Fair use. January 17th. Daily Reflections. This is a book of reflections by AA members for AA members. January 17th. Happiness comes quietly. The trouble with us alcoholics was this: we demanded that the world give us happiness and peace of mind in just the particular order we wanted to get it, by the alcohol route. And we weren't successful. But when we take time to find out some of the spiritual laws and familiarize ourselves with them and put them into practice, then we do get happiness and peace of mind. There seem to be some rules that we have to follow, but happiness and peace of mind are always here, open and free to anyone. Dr. Bob and the Good Old Timers, page 308. The simplicity of the AA program teaches me that happiness isn't something I can demand. It comes upon me quietly while I serve others. In offering my hand to the newcomer or to someone who has relapsed, I find that my own sobriety has been recharged with indescribable gratitude and happiness. Fair use. Courage to change, one day at a time, in Al-Anon. January 17th. Anyone who watched my interactions with the alcoholics in my life probably would have considered me the crazy one. I was the one who searched from bar to bar, made scenes in public places, and got hysterical over little things. I was also the one who agonized over the alcoholic's behavior, lied, made apologies and excuses, and resented everything I was doing. Was this sane? All Al-Anon was, I'll back up. Al-Anon was the first place where I ever thought to question my own sanity. I found that I couldn't overcome the effects of this disease by force of will or reason. As they say, my best thinking got me here. But Al-Anon's second step suggested that a higher power could restore me to sanity. I knew that I felt more rational in an Al-Anon meeting than I did at any other time, and so I turned for help to the higher power that seemed to flow through those meetings. From time to time, I still have my irrational moments, but I no longer blame my erratic behavior on anyone else. I now know exactly where to turn when I am ready to find sanity once more. Today's reminder. Today I will focus on my own behavior. If it could stand some improvement, I will ask a higher power greater than myself for help. If we do not change our direction, we are likely to end up where we are headed. Ancient Chinese proverb. Just for today, daily meditations for recovering addicts. Fair use. January 17, forgiveness. As we realize our need to be forgiven, we tend to be more forgiving. At least we know that we are no longer intentionally making life miserable for people. Basic text, page 39 through 40. In our addiction, we often treated others badly, sometimes deliberately finding ways to make their lives miserable. In our recovery, we may still have a tendency to pass judgment on others' actions because we think we know how that person should behave. But as we progress in our recovery, we often find that to accept ourselves, we must accept those around us. It may be difficult to watch as someone's insanity manifests itself, but if we detach ourselves from the problem, we can start living in the solution. And if we feel affected by another's actions, we can extend the principle of forgiveness. Just for today, I will strive to forgive rather than be forgiven. I will try to act in such a way that I feel worthy of self-love. Fair use. Today, Emotions Anonymous, January 17. Reflection for today. Has my life become more manageable since I came into this program? Even if it has not, I have an ingredient which I did not have before: hope. Hope alone is something I never used to have. Even though I am still powerless on my own, I have learned that there is a power I can reach out to. If other people in the group have been able to find new life, then I can hope to find it too. I am now able to look forward to better things ahead. Meditation for today. May I count every small victory as a big step in my life. Today I will remember I have hope for today. Fair use. Strengthening my recovery, meditations for adult children of alcoholics, dysfunctional families. January 17. Service. Unfortunately, our second tradition reminds us that our real authority in ACA meetings and service work is a loving God as expressed in our group conscience. BRB, page 499. There may often be few, if any, experienced members in our ACA meetings. Who then makes the group decisions? Who chairs? Who buys the literature? Who sponsors a newcomer when we are all newcomers? Others of us who started ACA meetings have dealt with this situation by just opening the meetings and asking if anyone wished to chair. We had faith that someone would find the courage to step up. When we asked for someone to buy literature or make copies, a higher power brought someone to the meeting I will start again. When we ask for someone to buy literature or make copies, a higher power brought someone to the meeting who was willing to do this bit of service. When we looked around for someone to work the steps with us, a comfortable person seemed to appear. So it is for our group's purpose. When confronted by a situation that seems greater than us, we can feel reassured that by turning it over to the group's higher power in the form of a group conscious, a decision can be made. We trust that we can work out the details when we have the best interest of the meeting in our mind. If our egos get in the way, we talk to someone and sort it out. We help the day-to-day affairs of the meeting to run smoothly. On this day, I will trust that a higher power will express itself through our group's conscious, giving us an opportunity for unity and spiritual growth. Be the bee that you are created to be. Be the you that you are created to be. Just be. And remember that you are not alone. I hope that you are finding these readings beneficial in your recovery journey. And I thank you for walking with me on mine. With the mess ups and all, for we are not perfect, but we are walking through the process. And this is progress, not perfection.